the Penny Sewell believing he'll have a breakout second season. And the NHL, Connor McDavid's overtime goal clinched the West Semis for Edmonton as they beat Calgary on the road 5-4. The Hurricanes beat the Rangers 3-1. They're one win away from advancing in the East. And 2 years after holding the worst record in the NBA, the Warriors back in the NBA Finals as they dispatched the Mavericks with a 120-110 Game 5 win at home. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, go to 97 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket. 97.1 The Ticket. The telephone number is 248-539-9797. A couple of news items. Overnight, one of the more popular restaurants in Midtown, the Traffic Jam and Snug. I don't know if you've ever been there. Peter, been around for a while. Great desserts there. Basically burning down. A huge fire overnight. It's just awful. That place was really, really good. And yesterday, Ray Liotta passed away at the age of 66. And Ray is most known for his role as Henry Hill in Goodfellas. I don't know the name of the movie. He shot something here in Detroit, and he spent a lot of time here filming that movie. And a few people that I know would actually spend some time with him just at the blackjack table at one of the casinos. And everybody who I've met who've run into Ray Liotta said he was a great guy. In the movies he had that character that he had a psychopathic look in a lot of other films besides, Goodfellas and Field of Dreams, where he played Shoeless Joe Jackson. Yeah. He was in a movie called Something Wild, and that's early in his career. That was one of Jeff Daniels' first movie, I believe. Donna was in that movie. I saw that. It was a bizarre movie. Anyway, all the tributes. A great guy. So, in honor of Ray Liotta, we decided that we're going to come up, three of us, hopefully, and we'll need input from you guys to say what is number one. We'll do it on the Twitter page. The best baseball movie of all. Now, because Ray Liotta was Joe Jackson in Field of Dreams, a movie that many believe is the best baseball movie. Some think it's the best sports movie of all. I don't. I'll get into my list later. So each of us are going to come up with four. So we can't vote for it's four on the poll. So maybe we'll talk to Mr. Muscle again. It's over Twitter. Yes. Take any line.
Fowlerville, so it's right off Grand River and M59.
So, Greg Hargrave, you go first. Your four best baseball movies, and we'll do our tabulations. But I'll do this in reverse order of how I thought of that. So it's almost like a little 4-1 personally for myself. I would say The Natural. I would put on there with Roger Crows. The Sandlot. Very good. It's like kids, but that's kind of like kid, pretty good, pretty solid. I'll go with Sandlot. A League of Their Own, which I still think holds up. I love A League of Their Own with Tom Hanks and Gina Davis and all. And the number one movie that I thought of was Moneyball. John?
All right. I am going to give mine. I will do mine from bottom to top as well. And I would go at number 4 with Major League. I think that is as classic a baseball movie as you will ever find.
And by the way, remember we talked about sequels yesterday? Major League 2's not bad.
Oh no, Major
League 3 was a piece of garbage.
It was, but it was kind of necessary.
3, and not really.
Yeah, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. But Major League is number 4 for me. A League of Their Own is number 3. I mean, when you have a line that everybody says anytime somebody cries, there's no crying in baseball. I think that has to be on the poll.
Don't get the clap, Jimmy Dugan.
The clap, yes. I absolutely love The Natural. Roy Hobbs, the story, the baseball, I mean, my number one baseball movie. Not my number one sports movie, but my number one baseball movie. And this is the only movie that I have ever had some dust get stuck in my eye. At the end of the movie, when he plays catch with his dad, if Jack is watching it with me, or if I'm watching with my dad, even with the girls, I'll have to admit, I do. Every single time I watch that movie. And when a movie has that effect, I think for me, on me, it is an outstanding.
All right, there are so many great baseball movies. And to be honest with you, there's no surprise basically in mine because you guys mentioned 3 of my 4. And I'm very disappointed because my 4th will obviously not be able to be on the poll because of the vote tabulation.
Can I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm going to guess.
Before you guess, can I guess what your guesses are going to be?
So I have 2. One is more of a documentary. Is that how you say?
Documentary.
Yeah. Okay. Documentary. And that is 8 Men Out.
I thought about that one. But
Yes. And I think the other one would be Bull Durham.
Yeah. There you go. So my 4 are League of Their Own, Major League, Sandlot, and Bull Durham. Very disappointed Bull Durham didn't make the list, but by votes, it looks like we have The Natural, Sandlot, League of Their Own, and Major League, right? So,
Yeah.
no Field of Dreams.
No Field of Dreams. That is
Very happy with
going to make me cry again.
Versus had Moneyball didn't get on the list. That was my.
Well, there's so many. I mean, look at 248-539-9797. We'll put the poll on, but I'd like to hear what people think of their favorite baseball movie.
Yes.
Because baseball movies, there's so many of them. They're much better for the most part than football movies and basketball movies.
Well, you can recreate baseball easier than a lot of other movies. And there's still something about baseball that pulls at the heartstrings. And there's great history, there's great stories, there's just great moments.
I thought of also putting 42 was next one.
Yeah.
Which is a great movie.
The one trope that I don't appreciate about baseball movies is that far too many times there's a home run on the first pitch or an 0-2 count.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, are they like mixed pitches in there, try to nibble at the corners, anything like that?
Yeah.
First pitch, hack away.
Man, there's some great Mr. Old Guy here, old-time baseball movies that are real. Fear Strikes Out, the original with Anthony Perkins and Carl Malden.
Yeah.
It's the Jimmy Pearsall story. His dad was such a, he was so much pressure to be good, and obviously he climbs on the backstop at like Fenway Park. Is it good enough for you, Dad? I mean, there was those movies. There was
The Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees, Bang the Drum Slowly with Robert De Niro earlier in his career, where the player gets sick. I mean, Cobb was a great movie. The one with Tom Selleck played Billy Chapel. Not League of Their Own. God. No, not Mr. Baseball.
Mr. 3000?
No. That's.
Oh, that's right. Bernie Mac.
He pitches a no-hitter for Billy Chapel's his character.
Yes.
At Yankee Stadium, he pitches the no-hitter. What the
It's
hell?
not, who did you say it was? It's Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, yeah. Tom Selleck was bad with Mr.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner.
Gosh, what was the name of that movie?
Oh my God!
Because I thought of that one too, and I didn't.
Don't even text it because I'm gonna look it up. Anyway, in the meantime, let's go to Brad Dearborn Heights, 97.
Hey guys, love your show.
The Love of the Game is what it is. I didn't even look it up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Love of the Game, but I'm surprised you guys didn't mention The Rookie.
Rookie's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's a story too.
Well, 8 Men Out was my favorite until I saw The Rookie, and The Rookie just hit a chord with me, and that's just my all-time favorite.
That was a great film, no doubt about it. Baseball, you had your serious movies, obviously, but like mine were all comedies for the most part. I mean, although they were, true, like A League of Their Own is based on a true story.
Yeah.
Major League obviously isn't. Sandlot, I don't think was, but Bull Durham is, not minor league baseball.
Right.
But the serious baseball movies, there's tons of them.
Oh yeah, I mean, you go down the list of serious baseball movies. There's, obviously the one that didn't make it, Field of Dreams.
Right.
It's
You know why I didn't like Field of Dreams?
Here we go.
No, this isn't.
I can't wait to hear.
No, this isn't like some. At least in my mind.
Did you cry?
No, it didn't.
Really?
I don't.
You have no heart if that didn't at least make you tear up a little bit.
I cried I cried at some movies. I cried at Brian's. Come on. 10. Anyway, what I didn't like about Field of Dreams was I understood, I accepted the fantasy, because the whole movie's a fantasy.
Oh, sure.
But then the fantasy, it seemed to me, got into its own fantasy, so it became like when James Earl Jones entered the movie.
Yeah.
And to me, I lost. It just lost.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it just hit to another
look,
level.
I know people who
Like
also
the mystique and the ghosts of baseball.
I understand. Look, I didn't hate it. I have friends of mine who did the same thing you did. When he was playing catch with his dad.
Oh, yeah.
They cry because some of them never played catch with their dads. They didn't have that type of relationship.
Yeah.
And maybe because I always did.
Yeah.
And I played catch with my grandfather all the time, who was a pretty good amateur pitcher. I mean,
Yeah, but don't you think about like what it would be like to have one more opportunity to play catch with grandpa, to play catch with dad?
I catch with fun, not just like lob a tennis ball.
Yes, but I mean, still, a moment.
Yeah, I know.
Because it is a moment where he comes back. Dad is in his prime,
I know.
and Kevin Costner is in his prime, and like the whole buildup of being able to play baseball with these baseball legends, and Shoeless Joe, and then all of a sudden the realization that it's his dad.
It was a good movie. I just didn't think it was as great as people thought. 248.
It's the baseball inception. Is what Sony doesn't like. It's the fantasy inside the fantasy. Yeah.
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 It is.
248-53.
Actually correct with the Black Sox game.
248-539-9797.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ 24-hour traffic center, brought to you by North Bloomfield Properties. We picked up a couple of accidents. 94 eastbound at Mount Elliott. This is blocking the right lane and right shoulder. And on the launch southbound at 7 Mile, that accident is blocking the right shoulder. I'm Tina with traffic.
Necessary Roughness with former NFL linemen TJ Lang and John Jansen. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Brunches. I'll have the chicken and waffles with a side of cheesy grits, please. Oh, and the green smoothie.
Chef specials, the Michigan salad, then the root vegetable risotto, and the blackened salmon with the curry ginger cream sauce.
Date nights.
We're gonna split the house salad, the pasta bolognese, and the veal parmesan.
Happy hours. We'll get the sliders, the cauliflower buffalo wings, and the margarita flatbread for the table. Moments like these,
Everything looks so delish.
are made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine.
Oh, my taste buds have missed this.
So let's savor this moment and do our best to stay safe. Keep the dining out going. Keep the togetherness going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date. To find your vaccine and learn more, visit michigan.gov/COVID vaccine.
Oh yeah, this is good.
A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
If you're looking for a place to call home, let North Bloomfield Properties find the best place for you and your family. We also provide pre-screened quality tenants to our property owners. We love to match good people to good homes. Contact us today, northbloomfield.com.
Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers keep you up to date with what's happening in the D. This week, do your kids love soccer? Then swing by your local Metro Detroit Chevy dealership to sign them up for a free youth soccer clinic. For more stories like these, head over to ChevyDetroit.com. Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers are ready to get your weekend started with the Chevy Silverado.
With the most functional bed of any pickup, Silverado is the perfect tool for all your jobs. Add in the available multi-flex tailgate, and Chevy Silverado is up for any challenge as the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. Lease a 2022 Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star 4-wheel drive for just $323 a month for 24 months. Put in Indeed and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com. Leases for a 2022 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT All-Star with a 2.7-liter turbo for 24 months, 10,000 miles per year. For well-qualified GM employees, retirees, and eligible family members with a current lease of a 2017 model year or newer Chevrolet. $39.23 due at lease signing after all offers, plus title, tax, and dock fees. No security deposit. Program subject to change without notice and certain restrictions apply. See participating dealer for details. Offer ends May 31st, 2022.
Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone, is the official fitness partner of 97.1 The Ticket.
This is Sarah's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
Driving cross country with 2 young children is ambitious, to say the least. Then our check engine light came on. We pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts and they tested it. Turned out it was a faulty sensor. They referred us to a great mechanic just down the street and we were back on the road in no time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You and your phone have been through a lot this past year. It's been your lifeline to the world. And now some big wireless company is telling you gotta buy a new phone from them and sign their contract? They don't control you. With TracFone Wireless, you can keep the phone, number, and network you already have. Already got a 5G phone? Keep that too. Because TracFone runs on America's best networks now with 5G nationwide. Plus, we've got unlimited talk and text smartphone plans starting at just $20. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control. 5G nationwide access requires a 5G capable device. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
KFC knows that when it comes to chicken sandwiches, there's good and there's finger-licking good.
A chicken sandwich? That's good. A 100% white meat KFC chicken sandwich so delicious it forces you to rethink everything you know about sandwiches, including whether or not they even need buns, but then you remember how good a brioche bun can be and then having to rethink your rethinking? That's finger-licking good.
KFC's chicken sandwich, always served hot and crispy, and your choice of classic or spicy. Order now on the KFC app. Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's finger-licking good.
Prices and product availability may vary.
Welcome to Total Wine and More.
I want something fun in the sun.
You'll love this tequila.
Wow, great price.
Find what you love what you find at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Joe Cata rewrites poker history, becoming the youngest main event champ ever.
This is Michigan's own Joe Cata. The wait is over. WSOP.com, the official online poker site of the World Series of Poker, is here. Download now for the biggest weekly tournaments. Use my promo code CHAMP and get $50 in free play today.
Visit WSOP.com/promotions for full terms. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call the Michigan Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-270-7117. 97.1 The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
You know, there are certain things in life, coincidences, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, yesterday, the question on the 2 Grand Slam was about who played the character James Conway in Goodfellas, which was Robert De Niro. And then we find out a few hours later that Ray Liotta, who was Henry Hill in Goodfellas, passes away. Like, how does that happen? Okay? I mean, imagine if Gov decided to say who played Henry Hill. That would have been really even freaky.
Yes.
So we're having this baseball movie discussion, and we go to break, and I look at my phone, check something.
Yeah.
You know what time it was? 7:14, which is a very synonymous number with baseball. Babe Ruth's home run number, 714. And for those who are particular pill back in the 70s, it means something else. But I digress. 248-539-9797.
I was wondering if you could tie this into 420.
Well, we didn't know about 420 back then.
No.
Anyway. Somebody mentioned The Rookie.
Yeah, The Rookie it's a great baseball movie. And one of the things that does make it so great is, one, it's a true story of, obviously, Jim Morris. But the guy that plays Jim Morris, Dennis Quaid, to me, just seems like a very likable guy. And when he plays Jim Morris in that movie, he's a guy that you just root for. Yeah. And when I said that, you looked at me and said, I want to make a point.
No, I got a question.
Okay.
If you had to, that's not an option. If you had to watch one of these guys taking nothing from their personal opinions, their attitudes, or anything, okay? Just their work on film or in television. Which Quaid would you rather watch, Randy or Dennis?
Oh, Randy Quaid. Question. I mean, that's not even a question.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Yeah. Dennis Quaid's terrific. Randy Quaid is...
Big Bro. Big Bro is... and Randy Quaid...
He was great at LBJ. I mean, now he's completely off the deep end.
Oh, I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, he's like, believes in not even political stuff, I mean, bizarre conspiracies in space.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so just his role in Christmas Vacation alone would make me say, right.
They should have never cast him in Independence Day.
Yes, he got lost him.
He was also in Brokeback Mountain. He and his wife were arrested for allegedly defrauding innkeeper in Santa Barbara by using invalid credit cards. All these, he's really messed up.
Yeah,
but he
was either Independence Day or his role in Ishmael in Kingpin.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Jeff and Wyandotte, you're 97 on the thing.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just trying not to laugh because it's fun about Randy Quaid. And, have you ever seen Caddy? I'm sorry to go off the subject here, but remember him with Caddyshack 2 where he played the crazy lawyer?
Yes, I do, yes. And we talked about that briefly yesterday. One of the worst sequels ever.
Yeah, but he was good at it, though. He
was.
What's your favorite baseball movie?
Hands down for me is Major League. It was just fantastic. I mean, I love all baseball movies, all sports movies anyway, but so that's my favorite. But I would love to call him we're talking about Kevin Costner, and just really quick. Kevin Costner played the Detroit Tiger twice that I know of so far in films.
We played Billy Chapel and
For Love of the Game.
Love of the Game.
And there's a movie called The Upside of Anger. It's not really about baseball, but he plays a retired Detroit Tiger who has a radio show on WRIF. Not to say that other station.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, but yeah. So I don't know if anybody knew that or not. So, but I don't know if he likes Detroit Tigers or not. But he played the Detroit Tiger twice. I just thought that was kind of cool.
That was kind of interesting. Yeah. I did not know that. All right, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. 248-539-9797. By the way, you can vote in our Twitter poll. We put up 4 movies. Between the 3 of us, we came up with 4. And the 4 that we decided to put up by our score count is Sandlot, League of Their Own, Major League, and what was the 4th?
The Natural?
The Natural.
Roy Hobbs.
Yes. Wilford Brimley, too, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie.
Wilford Brimley, when he did... We should look that up.
Hope it doesn't take too long.
It usually takes about a half hour.
Because he looked really, really old, as you know. But he was probably younger than
Oh, are you guys familiar with the Twitter handle, the Wilford, the Brimley Cocoon Mine?
No.
No.
I knew